gentlemen, welcome to Rokcast. Here's your host, by King.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Ah, you guys are too kind. You're too kind. Thank you. No, thank you. Okay, alright. Okay, stop it. Let's go. We don't need it. Alright, thank you. Okay, well, thank you for joining us. First and foremost, we need to do a welcome all and get ready, everybody. We are in our first episode. That's right, because of all your love and support that you've given to the channel, they've gotten so big here that they went ahead and hired me to go ahead and start doing some more in-depth analysis on all your and our favorites and, just really a lot of things that are going on in the kind of news atmosphere and everything like that. Welcome to the Rokcast, episode 1, everyone. All right. I need to go ahead and just quiet down a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself, kind of dragging out. Don't want to get too crazy and ruin, what we hope to be a very long and lucrative career of, pretty much us here being able to hold down this job. Tough times. Okay, well, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming to the show. Like we said, this channel has gotten, so big with the ones of views we've been receiving on stuff. We had to go ahead and hire some more help. We are expanding and growing and moving on to doing, new, big, better things, of all time. So thank you for joining us. We got a great show for you lined up today. A quick word from our sponsor. All right, now let's get back to the show. Thank you. Okay, so today we have, a game that we have done a review on the channel. One of our other colleagues here has managed to do it. And we, of course, are doing a more in-depth look at Wolfenstein II. Forgive my handwriting behind me on our, giant flat screen TV and everything. But, we got a big in-depth analysis on Wolfenstein II. We're going to sit back, we're going to talk, we're going to answer some of your chats. Real quick, Salamander87 looks like. Thanks for the sub. Okay. Big show for you planned today. And of course, we are talking about Wolfenstein 2. So, of course, pictured behind me, we have a giant Wolfenstein 2 poster that, we didn't really get from the company, but, just for talking purposes and everything like that, the game was played on the Xbox Series X, okay? So we don't want any misconstrued, facts or anything like that, kind of pertaining to how we talk about the game or surmise it and, all of our thoughts and stuff on it. So, forgive my chicken scratch behind me and let's go ahead and get into the show. Okay, let's see. We gotta talk about some of the stuff that inherently is just flawlessly great about this game. So, these people at Bethesda and, all these guys that had any hand or anything to do with Wolfenstein 2, these guys managed to pull off some insanely beautiful looking graphics. Now, you can say that there's better graphically, games out there that kind of tend to look a lot better or run a lot smoother or anything like that. But you cannot deny that Wolfenstein 2 is a beautiful game. It is well polished. There's great attention to detail and a lot of little things. If you want to go into the graphics of some of the actual, things with character models and how they move and, kind of get together and everything like that. Let's see, hold on real quick. Lawnmower Man, thanks for the sub. It looks like a 3-month subscription. Oh, wow. Oh, you're great. Thanks a lot. Really the graphics are inherently beautiful in everything that, this has to offer. So, we're going to take a quick little break and we're going to get right back into it. A word from our sponsor. Okay, so let's get right back into it. The graphics, we surmise that. We're moving into the next thing. Again, forgive, my notes here, on our big screen TV. Let's see, so we are going to talk about the story. So, the story of Wolfenstein 2. Now, this game has a lot of great aspects to it pertaining to the story. There is some really clever writing, including some, vicious parts of thing. Now, spoilers, we want to warn everyone, that we got, hold on, Drillman87, thanks for the sub. Okay, so you really got to, think about spoilers here. We don't want to give anything away, so if you don't want anything ruined, you need to go ahead and turn off, and hopefully we'll catch you on episode 2 of the Rokcast. But if, you're ready to continue, you've played the game, obviously it's been out for a while, then there's a lot that we can talk about pertaining to the actual story and everything like that. So, the story itself, there is, we would say, 2/3 of it is great writing and, really kind of clever stuff, and about 1/3 of it falls a little short. So, should we talk about the good first or the bad first, huh? Everyone push 1 or 2. Short is 1, or, the short of it is, 1 is going to be for the good stuff, and 2 is for the bad. Okay, just push 1 or 2. Let's see, okay. Well, it looks like the ones have it, so we're going to talk about the good first. And, the good stuff about the story is there's some really clever writing, like, obviously, like we said, spoilers ahead, so hope you clicked off already. There's some real clever stuff. Like, think about when, Blazkowicz gets put into that little holding cell, and there's that plan that was hatched to kind of bust him out and everything like that. There's really some great elements to that, especially once the dude gets offed and they end up kind of, talking about all the other stuff that is surrounding, kind of how it was played out as far as, her sticking the gun in his face and everything like that, with all the whole tasting thing. There's some really dark writing there that, few games really will go ahead and put in there and pull off. So props to him for, having some good little, huevos on them to, really put that in there, because that is some really good writing, and it makes the game story so much better because, you got that kind of anger that it instills in you as the player, being Blazkowicz, that, really puts you in his shoes like, oh man, that was a really messed up thing that happened. So real quick, let's see, we got Trashcan87 again here. Okay, yeah, thanks for the sub. Okay, so the story itself there, it really shines with some of the darkness to it. The dude being offed. You got the flashback scenes of everything that's in the old house. All of that is really good writing, Now, a lot of it is, kind of some of that more modern day Django Unchained or anything like that, where it's just really, really solid writing, and, you have to be mean and you have to be ruthless to convey the message and the point. And, also to convey the message and the point that, things like that exist and, definitely existed in the past, and things like that. And, none of it's good stuff, but you can't be afraid to, kind of put it in there and let it be known, like awareness is a big thing that, really helps to draw in the player as far as the whole awareness of the environment and awareness of a character's, moods and mindsets. It really goes to add to the story. So those 2 things that are really good. Let's go ahead and we're going to break into, one thing that was pretty bad. And, this is just one example. Like we said, spoilers. And, there is one twist to good about it. But, it is pretty absurd. After you recruit the first group that joins you, we didn't write it in our notes, but the, lady that kind of starts leading, maybe Carol or something after she's off, the gal that takes her place, or whatever the names are. I don't know. We're bad with names. But, you got the aspect of it once it hits about that point in time where Blazkowicz is, gal pal that's pregnant with the twins, of course, that, end up being the next little spin-off game from the Wolfenstein series that, came out. But, of course, we're not talking about that right now. What is it, Youngblood, something like that? I don't know. We don't know. But something about after she starts going into battle, but after you've recruited, the proper amount of personnel and people, it's different in the kind of beginning of the game where she's forced into a situation or environment where she puts herself and her, children to be at risk. Now, yes, we don't want to deter from her wanting to step up and do what needs to be done to secure their future, like is a big thing for Blazkowicz, through the whole thing, but to put herself in harm's way, especially after they expand the first time on the, little ship there, and you get that first group that you recruit to join you, you have additional personnel. There's no reason for towards the end of the game, for her to put herself into harm's way with stuff. Now, maybe we missed a key part of something in the story or dialogue, that really, maybe pointed out why she had to be the one to go or anything like that, but Blazkowicz ends up doing most everything on his own anyway, you as the player do, so, really I don't see why that had to be a, big thing or anything, but, her putting herself in harm's way, that's just a bad element of story writing, like we said, especially after the group expanded, upon what it already had in place and everything, so, just one of the negative things, like we said, 2/3 of the story, really good writing, really dark, 1/3 that was bad. Oh yeah, we did say that there was one little clever twist, that was good about that last thing, about her being in harm's way, but real quick, we gotta take a word from our sponsor. We'll leave you on a cliffhanger. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. So the cliffhanger, sorry to leave you, but hey, it's showbiz, baby. We gotta do it and make the money roll. Speaking of money roll, let's see, Big Nick 27, 2 month sub. Thanks a lot. Okay, so the 1/3 of the part of, the story that was bad had the good part to it, really was at the end when the gal's jacket catches on fire and she's doused and covered. Now, that's making the best of a bad situation and stuff. When she gets covered in blood and all that and, is firing some guns, and even at the, just kind of sliding, chucking some grenades and things like that, that is just some really, really good writing, and that's making the best of that character in that situation, which, don't get me wrong, it leads to a great payoff and a great part, but putting her in the situation to begin with is a bad thing, which kind of, outweighs it just a smidge. Her jacket catches on fire. She has to rip it off. She's covered in blood and all that. That is just really good cinematic writing that's, kind of thrown in there. That, definitely the people there, Bethesda crew and, whoever put the game together, really did well at making happen and such, as far as how that whole scene paid out. So we do want to get into one more thing about the story. We can't leave on the bad note, even though there was the positive spin twist on it. There was just one more good thing about the kind of story, which, it kind of like trickles at the end of it, but just the level itself is so awesome. And that is, of course, the very last thing when you go to, pretty much off the general on the, Joker movie style TV set. That is just really good writing and everything. That really ties together a lot of stuff and makes for a, just another great cinematic thing. Now, it kind of drags on, people talking to the camera and everything, but, they're inspiring the revolution and everything, so you can't blame them. So, what can't happen? Let's see, Jasmine, 99, thanks for the 4-month sub. All right. Yeah, and for, anyone who's not seeing this, of course, we're calling out our OnlyFans account, which we also happen to be live streaming, mostly at the same time as this. So, for everyone who's confused as to what we keep saying about subs and everything, that's our OnlyFans account, that's doing this. We got, needless to say, a couple cameras going on, but, that's our business. Anyhow, moving right back into it, of course, now we are going to tackle the gameplay of Wolfenstein II. So, the gameplay of Wolfenstein II, really some great aspects to it as far as, kickback on the guns and everything like that. There is some skill involved in everything. and the gameplay itself is just solid. It controls nice, it controls smooth enough. All that's great. Now, where the gameplay kind of is a little more lackluster is in some of the spawning in of enemies. There's some crazy times where you might be doing something or another, moving somewhere around or another, and some of the enemies just appear out of nowhere all of a sudden behind you as soon as you 180. Which kind of leads to really some like really moments where it's like, really? That's what we mean, a really moment. Like, really? You're gonna spawn in 3, 4, 5 dudes behind me after I just cleared an area and there's no other access point to it? That can be a little, kind of immersion breaking as far as the gameplay, kind of people appearing out of nowhere, especially in very cleared areas with like no other routes to them and such. But there is a lot of aspects to the gameplay as well that are great as far as the player choice and player movement. There is some good ways to tackle different things and all that stuff. Of course, we're going to say our favorite thing that we ended up kind of getting, because of course, yeah, we played through this one and everything in its entirety. But the smashing through walls ability perk that you get to choose when you get your new body. There's some really, really great stuff with that. And, that was probably our favorite, starting to smash into dudes, smash into walls and everything. We did go on, one of the hunting missions that you do in the Enigma machine, and ended up getting the little squish yourself, compact your body down and go through, like, the crawl vents and things of that nature. And, that made it very easy because it seems like there's a lot of access points and, especially for the stealthier kind of wanted areas that allow you to get around a lot more stealthily. Makes sense? Yes, of course it does. Of course. That just makes for some more kind of good gameplay elements and things of that nature. It does seem to be, though, like, no matter which perk you choose, especially before you unlock or get another one that you pick up along the way, it does seem to be a little kind of wonky as far as, there's a place to smash through and a place to crawl, and of course we haven't done the stretched legs one that allows you to get platforms. We did notice one or two areas, but we weren't looking really as far as the verticality of anything because that wasn't one of the perks or abilities that we chose. But we did notice a couple areas for it, but the either one of the other two, it seems like you couldn't go wrong with picking either one depending on what you were wanting to do or anything like that. So there's all that. So, what about this new Colossus here is going to be next? Yeah, we covered graphics, we covered story, we covered gameplay. Let's see. Shout out to Big Mike. Big Mike says, thanks for doing all of this. This is going real great. Appreciate you doing the episode 1 of the Rokcast. All right, cool. Well, thanks for the 3-month sub. Our OnlyFans is, getting better and better by the day. So, like we said, back to, the Rokcast here. Sorry, yeah, we digress, but, we're here to have fun. We're here to have fun and kind of, just kind of talk and shoot the breeze. Like we said, we got hired on because of your love and support, which really has helped expand the channel. And, we're growing more and more every day as we continually make fake accounts and things of that nature to really kind of expand upon everything that we are bringing to the internet, which of course is just crap. Of course, I haven't had a job in a while, so, I took pretty much anything I could get. They took anyone they could get. I'm pretty much working for free. He's letting me stay in his basement with him. Okay, so anyhow, moving straight into it, as far as the sound is up in the Wolfenstein II New Colossus, in-depth analysis chat review. We are going into the sound design, the sound gameplay, the sound aspects of the game and the kind of just overall experience that we had with that. But before we get into it, you know the drill. We gotta make the money. Quick word from our sponsor. Okay, so the sound is really, really awesome in this game as far as the captured, weapons and explosions and things of that nature, as well as some of the ambient sound that, you'll kind of come across with random dialogue that you'll hear, throughout the ship and things of that nature. The sound really is captured really well. Now, one area, and we can say we actually didn't even go to the settings or anything like that because we're just kind of like, yeah, whatever. We got the gist. Was the kind of dialogue for the actual sound itself seemed like it could have been bumped up a little more notches as far as how it's tied to the stuff. And I know, I'm sure, you can adjust that and everything. In fact, almost certain of it. I'm sure these guys didn't let that down or anything. But that's a our bad on our part. Like, we should have tweaked with some settings. But, us. We just like it straightforward, kind of to the point and everything. So, that's neither here nor there. That's an on us gameplay. That's not a slight against the game or anything like that. So, we gotta sum it all up. We've talked graphics, we've talked story, we've talked gameplay, we have talked sound, we have talked your ears off, haha, for a good little bit here. And, once again, I am your host, Viking. Let's surmise the game. Wolfenstein II. The new Colossus. This game is a play. This game is definitely a play. You will have fun with it. We just went through, I think it was the normal mode or the, hurt me daddy maybe. We didn't write it down or anything in our notes, of course, but, like we said, we're here to have fun. We're already talking your ears off. That's pretty fun for us. Haha. The overall aspects that you can look at with this game is it is a play. It is one that, you can add to your collection, not feel bad about, and, you play it on some of the, more tweaked out consoles and things of that nature. Like we said, we don't know how it runs on other systems because we've only rocked it on the Series X, since they added it to Game Pass and whatnot, because there was a backlog of some games on, the PlayStation side and whatnot that we've actually been sitting on for a while. But like I said, that's a big poster behind me. That's not an unopened copy on PS4 of Wolfenstein II that we've been sitting on for a while and just haven't made because it's in the backlog. And, we ended up kind of downloading on the Series X because they added it to Game Pass. And, kind of the Series X outperforms our PS4 Pro. So we kind of game on that a little more frequently nowadays. But, that's just, we got to be straightforward. But, so that's a poster behind me. Probably. It doesn't matter. Stop looking at it. Back to, just kind of the overall thing. Yeah, this is a play. This is a buy. This is a have in your collection. It's just really solid, good fun. Straightforward. It's violent. It's brutal. It's adult. And we're all about, adult. Speaking of adult, check our OnlyFans here. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. I can't do that until I end this rokcast and we just continue with the OnlyFans stream. So let's see. Sham 6969 XXX. We will do that when we end the rokcast. Okay. Sorry, rokcast there, I know, for those of you kind of watching it a little crazy, like we said, we got a couple streams going on, but that's our business. So let's go ahead and read some chats. Let's see. This has gotten worse as it's gone on. You should not make another episode. This is garbage. Okay, well, that's like your opinion. We're kind of doing our best. You're not helping us. Like we said, we haven't had a job in a while. So, thanks. Let's, kind of make us look a little better. You sound like ass. This chat sucks. This is the worst kind of thing ever. I can't believe that you're trying to make this happen. You should stop right now. Okay, yeah, once again, okay, it seems a couple people just jumping on the wagon. You guys are funny. Let's see. Stop now. This is horrible, atrocious. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, yeah, that's great. Okay, so, oh, wait, hold on, wait. Oh, the OnlyFans, though, that's doing pretty good over here. Let's see. Oh, thanks for the sub, Brittany99. All right, yeah, thanks a lot. Okay, and then, hold on, we got Betty Boohoo. 24. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Betty Boohoo 24. Okay, thanks for the sub. Okay, yeah, so, we read some of your chats. We like to keep the community involved and everything on, what we're doing and what's happening and all that good stuff. So, we are glad that that's there. But now, unfortunately, we can't go on forever. It is time for us to sign off, and we need to go ahead and, say goodbyes and all that good stuff. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being part of the show. Be sure to smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell icon. You can go to Cash App. It's hashtag Punk Rock Review behind the money sign, of course, the money sign Punk Rock Review. I think I got it on the front of my desk there. I am your host, Viking. Yeah, sorry, of course, we got to say that other stuff. We got to pay the bills. Got to keep the lights on. You know how it is. But yeah, you can, the money sign Punk Rock Review, of course, the C is silent. For the Rock. Thanks for coming to the Rokcast. Thanks for hanging out. We wish you all the best. Have a good day, a good night, a good weekend, and a good rest of your life. Because you probably won't want to see any more of our Rokcast, but hey, it is what it is, to each his own. We have fun, we hang out, we love you having fun and hanging out with us. It has been a blast. You have yourselves a great rest of the time that you have doing whatever you're gonna do next. Have a good one. You probably didn't. We'll catch you next time. Probably won't.